the building, master educator, award-winning stylist, motivational speaker, platform artist, you name it, and this man right here can do it. I'm proud of you. Do you know how proud I am of you?
You know God gets all the glory.
God and me. God get all the glory. Yes, and he's a preacher too.
Oh,
he's a preacher too. So we are excited. We are here. First, I want you to tell us, who is Dontez?
Dontez Love is a creative being that has no boundaries. I don't think anything that has to do with creativity, I love it. So whether it's hair, makeup, nails, aesthetics, barbering, graphic design, websites.
Yeah. If it needs to be done, we gonna get it done.
Whatever it needs to be done, I just love creativity. So I just believe that God spoke a word and everything we have came into existence. So I just believe that, I just want to be his junior.
Yes, I am. That's one of the things that gravitated to you. Mr. Dontez is one of my educated graduates. Yes.
She gonna cry.
I'm not gonna cry today. He's one of our graduates, and he also is employed by us. Guys, that's one of my tips. Pay your people. Don't figure out how to compensate. If you're somewhere and you're not being compensated, then you're not appreciated. Compensation equals appreciation. You might not be able to give them everything that they want, but you need to be able to pay your people. When I met this man, there was something that drew us together almost instantaneous. And I never seek people out. God just kind of places them in my lap. And one thing I can say about Dontez, no matter what task I gave him, whether it was to teach nails, to teach hair, to key hours, whatever it was, he was open to it. He might look at me like I was crazy for a minute, but he always got it done. And he always learned. So I commend even your work ethic.
I just believe that hard work pays off, and consistency. The more you do something, the more it just makes sense to you. That's why, like, when somebody just throws, so hey, do this, and it'd be like, you could have gave me like 25 minutes to prepare for this, but I just believe that consistency is everything, and then if you put hard work with consistency, it makes life amazing.
Oh, hey, Jawan. I miss you. I can't wait to see you this week. Another one of my graduates. I got people tuned in all the way from Houston, Texas.
What up, Texas?
What up, Texas? So I am excited. You tell me what Dontez Love has coming up.
Okay, so, these SBM Awards, April 30th, 2017, I was nominated for 3 categories.
All right.
Hairstylist of the Year, the Cosbar Award, and the Golden Weave Award, or something like that. So, I'm excited, number one, just because people recognize me, and all I do is sit behind the chair. I just do me. I don't do nothing additional. I don't seek out attention. I don't be like, hey, can you put me in a show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally just be myself, and people seem to... Now, I'm going to say this. It's my season, and God is opening doors, and now it's just my time for the world to know who Dontez Love is.
Yes, yes. We have had a busy year. I think this year we've been on TV. You just teaching classes, getting licensed.
Yes.
Yeah.
The state of Georgia know who I am.
Don't nobody else recognize it. The state of Georgia know his name and his address.
Yes.
So with that being said, I wanted to talk since it's Resurrection Sunday. And you've been in the game for how long now?
Okay, so legally, 15 years. Totally, 27.
27 years. And you relocated from where? Where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Such talent in Cleveland. Yes. So with coming here, there had to be a transition because Cleveland is home, right?
Yes.
So when you are relocating, give some tips to those guys that have to rebrand themselves in a new city.
The first thing I would say is be patient. Nothing comes overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. And I just believe when I transitioned here, it was a little different because I, number one, planned. I didn't just up and say, ooh, I'm moving. I actually prayed. I seek the Lord. God said I can go. I left. But I had money saved up, things like that. So put some money to the side, be patient, and know that consistency, everything about me is consistency. Consistency
Yes.
is everything. When I got here, I was like, wait a minute, I can do it here. And it's not picking up the way I thought it should. And it took me, I say, a good 10 months to really get out there to where people were just seeking me. And it still took me 8 years for people in the city of Atlanta to really recognize me for what I do and who I am. So I think that's consistency and patience.
And I always say people give up too easy.
Yes.
I have graduates or students that have so much talent, but they don't have the patience or the wherewithal to endure. Jawan just said it took him 10 years to build his clientele. See me tomorrow about your ID.
Well, you know,
my babies. But understand that I want people to understand that you don't stop working during that period, and you don't give up in that period. What kept you going?
What kept me going was I was here by myself, and if I gave up, where was I gonna go? Going back is not an option for me. I tend to go at all obstacles full force. So if it seemed like it wasn't gonna work out, guess what I do? I keep this a pen and a notebook on me at all times, and I'm always writing down. This is actually a new one, so it's not as doodled up yet, but I'm always strategizing. I'm just a strategic person, so I'm always on the go. I'm like, listen, okay, well, this isn't working, so I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm gonna change it and flip it so that it works for me. And you just have to keep going. It's like it's gonna be days when it's gonna be good. It's gonna be days when it's gonna be bad. But you have to keep going, because at the end of the day, you have to look at it like this. When I started CEI, April 11, 2016, my goal was graduation. So no matter what the obstacles was in the process, my goal was graduation. So when I got to graduation, I accomplished my goal, I celebrated, and I set the next goal.
Yes, it doesn't stop. It's a progression. You elevate, but there's no plateaus.
No, you can't.
Keep
and then you
growing
can't
and
take
growing.
breaks. You can, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Gina.
If you take a break, it got to be like a quick break. Okay, I'm replenished, keep it moving. Because what I learned is we become complacent and little success, and we feel like that's supposed to be the success that blows us up. And like I said, I've been working hard for 20 plus years, and you know, to finally get the recognition of the talent that I possess, it's amazing. I'm tired of crying. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cry when I get in the car.
We got
y'all ain't
cry
gonna see
babies.
it, but I cry when I get in the car because you know. It's amazing when God puts you in a position and everything is lining up. All the seeds you sown, all the hard work you put in, now it's making sense.
And I love the fact that this man always keeps God first.
Always.
You got to. This thing is so much bigger than us. It's so much bigger than us. So with keeping God first, you're wise about the people that He places in your life.
Yes.
So I know you personally, so I could ask you this. Well, I'm about to anyway. What are the same people around?
No.
That were there when you started, and why?
Absolutely not. A lot of times when you grow, people tend to distance themselves. It's never nothing personal as far as we have an issue or anything. It's just growth. Everybody's not on the same level. So again, my goal coming to CEI was this graduation. But remember, I was already writing the whole time I was there. So all the months I was there, I've already come up with my strategic plan for the next 2 years for what I'm working toward. What they call them, no, not discipline. Analogy. Okay, analogy I use all the time is when you go to the airport, if you take more than the bags that are free, it's going to cost you. So if you keep trying to drag people along saying, okay, come on, I need you to go with me.
Come on, preacher.
Guess what happens? Now it's going to cost you, it's going to hurt you, and it's going to weigh you down. So I've got to the point where sometimes I have to do things by myself. Somebody asked me, well, why you didn't ask me to come with you to I said, because I got invited. So thank you.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. Some people are in your life for a season. Some people are in your life for the duration. But at the end of the day, sometimes carrying somebody else, you can't move forward because you're holding on to their weight. So don't be afraid. It's okay to have friends to go out to eat with. It's okay to have friends to talk business with. It's okay to have your friends. I think what someone said, you got to categorize your relationships, so that you know what the purpose is and you don't expect. A lot of people mess up because they place unrealistic expectations on other people, and that's not that person's fault. That's your fault.
Preach, preacher. What I love about what gravitated me to Miss D was, like I told her, you know what I mean, her to have a lot of conversation outside of CEI, you know what I'm saying, outside of just business, just she's someone I can confide in. And I told her that in all my years in this industry, I've never had nobody I could call a mentor, someone I can look up to, because, you know what I'm saying, even as a student, I was put in a position where people would ask me for my opinion. Can you show me how to do this? And I'm like, wait, so I got to keep learning on my own, because there's nobody that's pushing me to be better me but me. And, you know, I'm just thankful that God put you in my life. And, you know, because you need somebody to push you. You need somebody. Listen, I was telling somebody, and, you know, people get offended by the way I say things, but I feel like if I say
you don't mean it, y'all.
I feel like if I say it realistically to you, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to receive it realistically. I'm not going to ask advice of somebody that clocks into somebody else's business. If I'm a boss, I'm not going to ask my employee, you know what I'm saying, what I should do to go to the next level. I'm going to talk to someone who has, number one, achieved what I'm trying to achieve, someone who has took it to that next level already, and someone that don't mind showing you how to get there. It's too many people out here that they fail to realize there's too many people in the world.
Yes.
When I open my school, CEI Hair School is still going to be in existence. It's still, that's where my mentor is still going to be at. And guess what? When I asked her to come teach anatomy, because she don't teach it, guess what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna come teach.
She gonna come teach it.
That's love. Never allow someone else's elevation to hurt you. That's our purpose and our goal. I want to see all of my students. I tell them, when I retire, I no longer want to work. I'm not gonna have a house payment. I'm coming to everybody's house for a week. I need them to be fully gainfully employed, and I want them to do more than what I did. This industry is so messed up. Everybody feeling like they gotta push somebody else down to feel better about themselves. That's afflicted. And it's genocide. It is genocide on our people.
And it's
so
of the devil.
Let's kill it. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. If you know something or you want to know something, that's the network that you should be in. Around some people that want you to do better. If they're not helping you to move to your next level, let them go.
Ms. D told me go to the next level. And I said, okay, well, this next level gonna cost me, because messing with her, you better be prepared. Number one, you gotta go make some money, because in order to hang with her, you better know how to make some money. Okay, that's number one. But you know, just in this 1 month of me moving and this transition, I have a totally different outlook on where I'm trying to go now. At one point, it was just I want to go here, here, here. Now it's like, pow. I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And guess what? Anybody that, you know what I'm saying, any opportunity that presents itself, guess what? I'm doing it. If it's a radio interview, if it's hosting a party, if it's anything, because number one, all exposure is good exposure.
All exposure. The negative too. How do you deal with negativity?
I laugh at them. Well, sometimes, it is what it is. Negativity to me is this. A lot of people have not accomplished everything that they wanted to accomplish in life. So that's going to bring negative energy your way, because you are accomplishing everything that you set out to accomplish. One thing I learned in life is destiny is a destination. And if you want to get to that destination, number one, you have to start walking. Then you can get in the car, then you get on a plane, whatever you need to do to get there. But you have to start somewhere. You know, it's a scripture that say, do not despise small beginnings. So many people fail to realize that, guess what? Keep it moving. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you're moving,
She been doing this for, how long you been doing it?
I've been in the game probably 20-some years. I've been teaching and having the schools for the last 10.
So, you get what I'm saying? You have 10 years of experience that someone else doesn't. So, I would want to be under your tutelage so I can say, okay, well, listen. Okay, she might do some things I don't like, but everything that I do, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to take it with me. Yeah. She might do some things that I love, and I'm like, you know what? They're going to say, y'all doing the same thing, so what?
If it works, it works.
Long as it matches what Georgia needs you to have as far as your school goes.
One of the things that's so hard that I tell people about negativity is you got to process information. We process information differently. Mm-hmm. Feelings are not fact.
And they're temporary.
So, yes, your favorite teacher not teaching today, you know, this person in the shop then pissed you off, but that's a momentary thing. Go get you some chocolate cake, see if you still feel the same way a couple hours later. But understand, don't make decisions off of feelings. Feelings are temporary. When you make decisions off of feelings, you act out of desperation.
How many times have my feelings?
This man has had to been delivered from a lot of feelings, because just as he doesn't cut with his words, I don't with him, because I know he can handle it. So if I expect you to operate at a certain level and I know that it's in you, then that's the level that you have to operate when you're around me. And I see you getting better and better and better.
Yeah, because I've never been compassionate to it. I'm going to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't have that need to like people like that. But being an educator made me realize how much you can pour into people's lives. It makes you realize how much people actually depend on you to tell them that, hey, you can make it. It's going to be okay. Yes. Them people need you to push them and say, guess what? I see something in you that you don't see in yourself. Because guess what? I heard it, but nobody ever tried to pull nothing out. They're just like, I see something in you. You're going to be great and you're going to be this. And I'm like, okay, now help me get there.
And then you're at home waiting to get great.
Help me get there.
Great going to drop out the sky right now. Okay. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's great.
Sowing into somebody's life is, you know what I'm saying, it's action. It's action involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's action activated. If I tell you, I see so much greatness in you, I see God taking you to this next level, guess what? Number one, I just prophesied into your life. And if I say it, you better believe it, because I ain't going to say nothing God ain't told me to say. That's number one. And number two, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, hook them up.
Because you can take it to the bank. And that's what we live by at CEI. We don't do a lot of fluff, but it is what it is. And if you listen and stay close, we have some of the best educators in the nation. Them teachers can teach, and I don't accept anything but excellence from my staff. So I appreciate you being a part of that team. What is going on with King of Creativity and your styling?
Okay, so I'm still booked. I thank God for that. Again, patience and just time, and also being able to say no to some things. All money is not good money. We think that because it's green that we just supposed to accept anything. I finally come to the conclusion of who I am. Everything makes sense, and guess what? Now I'm able to work 3 days a week.
Yeah, 3 days a week.
Live amazingly how I want to, with no boundaries. God is just amazing.
So how much time? One thing I know about you is that you are you're a micromanager, and he's Superman. He takes on a whole lot of tasks. He is his brand. He is the marketing person. He's the graphic designer. He's the video maker. He's the photographer. He's the makeup artist. The editor. He does it all. How much time per day do you devote just to marketing?
Almost my entire day. I'm always strategically planning. Number one, when it comes to marketing, what I've learned is you have to find the demographics you want to market to. Everybody is not going to be a fan of your brand. Everybody's not going to like what you do. But for those that do, you market it to them because in their eyes it's the best thing since sliced cheese.
How do you market? Well, who do you market?
How do I
What are
market?
some ways that you market?
I market via social media. I market. I have my on my website. I have it set up to do email blasts via email, via text messages. Everybody. What I've learned how to do now is I've started getting in everybody else's pictures because what people don't realize is the more people see you, the more people become interested in what you're doing. And I stay consistent. So if my brand colors is one thing, everything is going to go with that brand because it makes sense. Another thing, just consistency. And then the more you can grow with it, keep it growing. Never let it stay the same. So if you learn a technique like with myself, I try it within the every 2 week, give or take. True. Yeah, you can also go to my website, DontezLove.com. Brand yourself to something that's going to make sense to you. Because if it makes sense to you, then other people can gravitate to it. Again, like with my website, my favorite color is red.
Red is a color of power.
Everything I do has a meaning. Red, black, and white are my favorite colors. Why? Number one, red is for the blood. Black is for them shadows that I went through for so many years, and white is for that light that shines so brightly on me. But I be so deep though.
Aren't they like the barber pole too?
No, there's is red, blue, and white.
Okay.
But I consistently let my brand grow. I don't try to keep changing it up because what happens is people get used to one thing and then you change it and then nobody can follow you because you can change your name on social media 50 times in 1 year, change your number 50 times. Consistency. My phone number has been the same literally since 1996.
And it should be.
That's a long time. I thought about changing. I got mad one day. I just wanted to change it so bad and I was like, I can't do it because I built something off of consistency.
What have you had to sacrifice?
I've sacrificed relationships, I've sacrificed friends, I've sacrificed vacations, I've sacrificed for what you love, you'll sacrifice everything. Yeah. So I've sacrificed a lot.
Yeah. So sacrifice vacations.
Yes.
Vacations.
Even moving to Georgia, you know what I'm saying? I sacrificed watching my nieces and nephews grow up. I'm a part of it. It's like I'm a long distance part of it, but you know that's a sacrifice to get to. I want to get to the point where they don't have to worry about getting on scholarship and to go to college because their uncle already paid it off. Those are the type of goals and ambitions I have. I don't care about people liking me because if a like is not translating into income, I don't care nothing about it. Okay, just that simple. I got I think it's 6 of them, 7 of them. That's under my mama's umbrella. There's probably about 500 of them, you know, that call me uncle. So I